recording. Hello and welcome to our second pocketbook library series. And I'm going to welcome Cathryn Mahoney to you today, who's also one of the authors that we've talked with in the book club. And she wrote this wonderful book called Oon'ch-illia. And do look at the playlist to find that story. So the pocketbook library is a series of books, small books. These are 4, Cathryn's is the 5th. And what we're doing is providing you with some contemporary and inclusive personal and spiritual development. And so Cathryn's book fits into the category of spiritual development, and it's called Elemental Wisdom. And I am reading, so I don't get it wrong, Cathryn. And it's about deepening our connection with divine source. We haven't got the book because we're still waiting for Amazon to deliver. So I'll make sure that you got a photograph. It will be hopefully just above this video now, so you can see it. And one of the beautiful things about this book is that it's a call to the wild. And we all have that experience deep within ourselves, don't we? That we have got that sense of who we are as more of a wild person than this human that we represent today with all of our stresses and strains. And so Cathryn calls us to become aware of the elements around you. And that is exactly what this book is doing. It's teaching you how to become aware of the elements. And I don't know what the right word is, Cathryn. It's not manipulate the elements in any way. It's more about sort of becoming as one with the elements. Is that the best way to describe it?
Yeah, it's looking at the connection. I've split the book into 5 parts.
Yeah.
So the parts are, I need to look down occasionally as well because I've got it on Kindle. But I only published the book last Thursday, and it takes a few days for it to be released, and then it takes 2 weeks to get an offer copy from Amazon. So I will look down occasionally at the contents. So I've split it into the 5 parts, which are based on the seasons, and it's the interconnectedness of the seasons, the elements, and the let me just get to that. Okay. Right, the directions, that's it.
Yeah.
So it's the seasons, the elements, and directions. So I started the process myself. It was learning that came through me in my sleep time. So it was, for me, it was connecting with the wisdom from the elders, from the ancient ones, and the information is fed through in sleep time. My husband Mike and I go to school to go to class on a night time, and we relearn this ancient wisdom about reconnecting with nature, with the elements, and with the cosmos. So like I say, I've split it down into 5 parts. So the first part, I think it's easier to explain, you know, how it's split down. The first part is springtime. So that's sowing seeds. And that's connected with the direction of the east. So you're facing the rising sun, welcoming the rising sun on a morning. So each section has meditation and exercises, so that you're doing this ritual work to bring in what you want in your life. So for spring, it's sowing the seeds, new ideas, things that you want to happen in your life, if you're starting new plans, new projects, that sort of thing. So it's welcoming the sunrise. And I also make reference to the auric field as well. So for spring, it's the mental level of the auric field, and it's the intellect and communication.
Can I just stop you 1 minute before because people might not know what an auric field is. So basically, it's the electromagnetic energies all the way around you, and they reach all the way. Do they reach to the fingertips if your arms are stretched out? and beyond.
Yeah, beyond, yeah.
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 So the mental level is what is close to you. There's the etheric and there's the mental level and the emotional level. So here I explain it at the beginning before we go into these sections. So it's how it's connected with the chakras, the energy centers of your body, and the auric field is what surrounds your body and then reaches out.
Yeah.
So so it's the mental level for spring, and it's connecting with air. So the element here is the air. So we're working with the air to bring in what you're wanting to sow the seeds. So we're related to nature, so everything is starting to grow.
Yeah.
And the air, it's purifying, bringing in that freshness, that newness. And I also mention about the zodiac signs that are connected as well to each.
Right. Okay.
One. So first spring, it would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius are the air signs.
Yes.
Okay. So it's all about birth and renewal. And then I talk about the spirit of the air. There's a meditation in each section, and then either 1 or 2 exercises to do. So for the exercise for this one would be facing the wind, be like a small child expectant, because it's related to that first stage of growth.
Yeah.
And then there's the exercise about raising your arms, doing the ritual of raising your arms and bringing in the air, breathing in the air, and giving gratitude for the air bringing you that newness, just as the spring is bringing the newness to all of nature. So the connection with the wild, there's a section at the beginning that talks about connecting with the wild, connecting with the trees, talks a bit about the medicine wheel as well, which is the 4 directions that I bring into this. So it's how to connect with nature as well. So there's a section on that, but that comes into each part afterwards. And then I give there's a page for personal reflections at the end of each chapter as well, so you can use it like a journal.
Good.
And there's extra pages at the end as well for journaling. So part 2 of the book is about nurturing growth, and this relates to the summer. So the direction is south and you're facing the midday sun. It's about fire, bringing that fire element into life. So giving it power, it's feeding the passion in projects. The zodiac signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and it's about creativity as well. It's connected to the teenager, young adult part of life as well, where you're starting out in life in your career, and you're really passionate about what you're doing. There's information about the spirit of the fire and how you can bring that into your life and into your projects. There's a reading about release and recharge. And then there's a meditation about being with your loved ones around a campfire on midsummer's night, and about bringing in the fire into all your projects and that group activity as well. It's a very good time to focus on things like that. And then there's a couple of exercises as well about bathing in the heat from the sun, and one for doing on a night, lighting a candle and gazing into the candle and asking for what you want to be ignited into your life. So I've given very very brief information for them. Part 3 is your harvest time, so the autumn, fall. Direction is the west, and you're facing the setting sun. It's the element is water, and it's riding the waves of change. And it's also the abundance, you're reaping what you've sowed in the spring, what you've grown in the summer, and now it's coming to fruition. And it's also about the ebb and flow of life. So it's like the water, which there's the zodiac signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So it's relating to those signs where it's the focus is on feelings and your intuition and connection with nature and with animals as well. There's information about connecting with water. I mean, one really interesting point here is about how water connects everything within nature and all humans, that, you know, we all ingest the water that's come from the mountaintop, flown down, you know, down through the waterfalls into streams, and that we, you know, we're drinking that water, or we eating foods that have been in that water. It's the same as the air. You know, our ancestors have breathed the same air. Our descendants will breathe the same air. So that shows how we're all interconnected.
Mm.
And then again, there's quite a long meditation for that one, and an exercise. And then winter is restoration. The direction is north. And it's the time is around midnight. And this is about the later stages of life, maturity, learning from our elders. And it's a time for rest and recuperation. The element is earth, and these zodiac signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And that's about patience, being down to earth. I'm one of these. I'm Taurus. So, and it's patience has been one of my biggest things I've had to learn. And knowing that you will reap what you've sown, what you've grown, you know, what's coming into abundance, and it will come full circle. So we've come full circle there. We talk about spirit of the earth as a meditation again, connecting with the ancestors, and a couple of exercises. And then we come to the last one, which is the center. So for the medicine wheel, it's the wheel of life, really. It's the 4 directions which the Native Americans gave colors, and they gave symbols to. But the center is where we're all connected, we're all one.
Yeah.
So it's bringing it all together into that unity consciousness, and this is your spirit. And for the auric field, it's the celestial, so it's the outer layer that connects us with everything out in the cosmos. And again, there's some information, a couple of meditations, and an exercise with that. And then at the end of the book, I've got soul moments, which is, I can't remember, 7 or 9 readings, which take you through these different parts of your life, and helping you to come into your own through recognizing about the changes that you go through life, and how by connecting with nature and connecting with other people, then you find yourself and you find your connection with spirit. So your soul moment is that true connection with all that is. And I mentioned all the way through about that divine connection, which is within everything.
Yes.
So a lot of this information, like I say, has come through dream time, but also we go out and spend a lot of time in nature and really connect. Spend time, I suppose, in mindfulness is the best description, where we really notice the minute detail in things, what we see, what we hear, what we smell, even what we taste sometimes. So they're really fully connected. We spend time, like several hours, laid out in nature, and the birds come around, listen to the water close by, the rustling in the trees. And I bring all these sort of experiences into the exercises and the meditations. So it's a full sensory experience.
It sounds a remarkable book, Cathryn, and I'm really looking forward to receiving my copy. And the books are on Amazon worldwide. Have you made this an ebook or left it as
that was the ebook I was referring to.
Okay, so you can already get it on the ebook, and also you'll be able to order it from Amazon worldwide by now, probably.
Yeah, it's available now, yeah.
Yeah, so it's £6.50. All the books went up because Amazon increased their prices for printing and managing the bookstore that they run. If you've got a book burning inside of you, then let me know, because this is a multi-author series, and you're welcome to join the tribe. We're having fun. We've got a small Facebook group, and we do meet now and again to talk about the library and its development. So Cathryn, thank you so much for being the 5th book in, I don't know what that number is, if it's a vital number to you, but you are the 5th book. And that's really exciting stuff. So thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you next time. I think we've got 2 more books, but that are potentially going to be published this June. Let's see what happens. You know, life happens, doesn't it? And we've got many, many more on the editor's floor. So we'll see you soon. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Cathryn, for being here. It's been marvelous to spend time with you again. Yeah, bless you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.